Let's smoke this joint. Well, this is one of those situations where it's a split second for you, but like weeks for me. Project's been on hold, but yeah, my compressor died and I've been messing with that, thinking that I need the compressor to run my air tools. And then I found my Dremel and I got that all charged up. And then I realized that I could just take emery cloth and rub everything with my thumbs. And I got things polished up pretty good here. And I believe that I'm ready to start brazing. So here's this stuff. I got the book out because I always forget, and I marked it, make sure I get my torch right. And then it's a matter of which order I go in. This guy has his way of doing things. I don't know, I'm gonna follow the book, I guess. So wish me luck, and here we go. The furnace is gonna be kicking off a lot today, so there'll be some background noise. It's like below zero today. Polar vortex. Good day to be inside playing with fire. So the book says I wanna be doing the head tube, down tube joint first. That's this one. I'm gonna mock it up just to make sure everything's still fitting like I want it to. There was a question about this lug. I'll show you. I think I'm stressing the limits of the casting of this lug. I've had to kind of bend it and reshape it a little bit. Looks like I could bend that tang up a little bit more. And I think I'm gonna try to braze this in the jig, but we're gonna wanna clean all this up first. I'm just gonna make sure I get that short up a little bit. It looks better on this backside than it does there. Not exactly sure the best way to go about that, so see what I can do. Okay, I got things pretty cleaned up on that lug. I got things fitting a little bit better in the jig, so now I gotta clean up the joint. Do the rest of them too while we're at it. All right, so here we got our down tube lug. This is just acetone. I'm just gonna degrease the whole thing. Get her nice and clean. Head tube. All right, so now we got our big fat down tube here. This is kind of the key to the whole project. This is what's gonna stiffen this bike right up. It's also gonna make it look really cool, which is what's most important. All right. Let's see here, set that there for now. Yeah, you just want a nice, clean environment. Okay, we're gonna do this one first. Got some flux here. Brush that on. We go inside and out. Actually, we're gonna pop this out for a sec. Well, thankfully, I just remembered that I want to drill for water bottle bosses before I start brazing things up. So I've done a bunch of careful measuring here, and I'm just gonna try to get these right without a jig. I don't think I've ever gotten these square in my life. Don't care. Not square, don't care. All right, it's a 1/4 inch drill bit. That looks about right. Ah! That didn't go well. All right, next one's gonna be better. I should be starting with the one underneath. Of course, this is all hanging off here now. Let's improve it. Okay. That's better. That's looked pretty good, actually. I'm okay. I'm okay. Still okay, guys. Jesus. All right, well, here goes something. Let's zoom in. Here's my joint. Let's smoke this joint. Adjust my flame here as best as possible. Ooh, all right. It looks a little big. So the head tube is a lot thicker than the lug or well, there it is, all brazed up. You know what, guys? I'm just not good at this. So everything I do is pretty ugly. But I think I've got so much silver in here. It's unbelievable. I've got some cleaning up to do, but I don't really care. I'm just gonna paint this thing myself. I'm just gonna rattle can it. And like, this is warts and all. It's an adventure bike. Who cares? So I've put the bike all together in the jig, and I've got the bottom bracket all fluxed up, and I'm gonna melt a bunch of silver solder up in there. Time to heat up the nether regions. Let's do this. Woo. Perfect. That's it. I like that. I like that flame. Here we go. I don't know, maybe I should do the tough side first. I'm just kind of heating up the lug as much as I can without burning anything. The solder is going to follow the heat. It's tricky on this side. Okay, I think I got that one filled. So, here's that joint. Looks like a little bit of a void right there. Maybe a little there. Yeah. You know, I mean, that was on the tricky side of things. I should be tacking this in a couple of spots and then bringing it out into the stand instead of just doing it all on the jig. But all in all, I think I might just touch up those spots. I don't know. It's kind of a trade-off. Do I just live with it because I can see that there's solder coming all the way through, or do I try to heat that up and kind of melt some of that down in there? I just hate to add a heat cycle. Maybe in the longer, yeah, I could drop a little down in there too. Yeah, I think these two spots. So I have this rudimentary but effective alignment table thing. Works as such. Connect the bottom bracket. All right. And then you got this guy. So I'll go over here and I'll mark this tube right there, and then come here and see that I'm like a couple millimeters off. And then I can kind of give it one of those. Oh, make sure your shit's clean. It's a little bit of a sag here too, so we'll factor that in. That's a little better. Okay, well, it's upside down, but that's the top tube, head tube, and seat tube, head tube. We're gonna do it up. Hey bike farmers, I'm recording this halfway through this frame build, maybe halfway, I don't know. This project has been on my docket for way too long, I mean months, and I've kind of been tripping over this thing, but here we are mid-March and we just got a snowstorm. I've got like 3 days where I don't expect any kind of bike action in my life, so I'm gonna try to crank this thing out. I got the dropouts brazed on to the chainstays yesterday. That was a lot of progress made. And then today I'm gonna braze them into the frame here. You know, I don't know what I'm doing with this frame building stuff, so I really don't know what to expect from this video. But I think I'm just gonna kind of show you how it goes maybe, and how I, you know, I just don't even know. I'm gonna get some footage here and there. Really, I find that I need a lot of time to sort through things. This is not gonna be a professional video, but you know, I think maybe this could show people that they can hack together a frame in their garage if they want. I definitely don't call myself a frame builder. I'm a guy who has built bike frames, and I'm building one now. But this is not my expertise. Probably shouldn't even be putting this video out there. But, you know, it's kind of fun. Everybody hates it when you say this, but it is what it is, and I'm gonna get back to it.